arrived, and now we begin with the national anthem. The national anthem to signal the start of this broadcast here. We now get ready for the prayer of Nika Liverpool, member of the Rosso chapter, will do the prayer, followed by the opening remarks by Cherise Andrew, master of ceremony.
Heavenly Father, thank you for every seat that has been filled here today, for each mind and heart that feels the presence of this room. We thank you for the Duke of Edinburgh Awards program all over the world and more so in Dominica. Thank you, Father, for the determination of the executives, leaders, and the members of the award program. We ask, Father God, that you continue to guide us and encourage us to stay focused on our goal as an organization. We ask for us to continue working as a team to build the organization and the young people who look to the award program as an avenue for positive youth engagement, allowing them to develop new skills and obtain new experiences and contribute to community improvement. All this we ask in the Almighty Father's name. Amen.
You all can be seated. Good morning to Her Excellency Sylvanie Birdson, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Senator Oscar George, Minister of State, Minister of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development, Mr. Reginald Winston, Chairperson of the Duke of Edinburgh Award, and executive members, Mrs. Kerry-Ann Remy Timothy, National Director of the Duke of Edinburgh International Award of Dominica, Maritha Hythen, 2024 National President, Junior Chambers International, leaders and participants, Rosso Petit Soufriere Grand 4 Chapter, teachers and students, invited guests, media, and public viewing. Welcome and thank you for being with us today. My name is Cherise Andrew, your Master of Ceremony for this morning's AGM and the Girl Guides representative on the Duke of Edinburgh International Award, Dominica's executive. We all know that the purpose of an annual general meeting includes electing board members, making important decisions regarding the organization, and informing the members of previous and future activities. The Duke of Edinburgh Award, International Award, Dominican Executive, is excited to share information and discussions with you this morning. I now will call Mr. Reginald Winston, the chairperson of the Duke of Edinburgh International Award, to deliver his welcome remarks.
Your Excellency, Mrs. Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Honorable Minister, Ms. Linda Gonzalez Peltier, Deputy Chairperson, Duke of Edinburgh Ward, Dominica, and other executive members, Mrs. Kerry Ann Remy Timothy, National Director, Duke of Edinburgh Ward, Ms. Merita Hyacinth, 2024 National President, Junior Chambers, Ms. Cherise Andrew, Master of Ceremonies, representatives of the Duke of Edinburgh Ward in Dominica, leaders and participants, Roseau Petit Frere Grafo, chapters, teachers and students, invited guests, media, viewing public, ladies and gentlemen. It was the Dalai Lama who stated, and I quote, "When educating the minds of our youth, we must never forget to educate their hearts." The heart of young people is at the root of the Duke of Edinburgh Ward, and its pillars are a healthy lifestyle, adventure, giving back, open-mindedness, which all involve the heart. It is with the greatest pleasure that I welcome you to the Duke of Edinburgh International Award Dominica Annual General Meeting for the year 2024. The award was designed in 1956 by the late Duke of Edinburgh, as he then was Prince Philip, and Curtin CBE, to encourage and motivate young people to become more involved in a balanced program of activities. Challenge is the essence of the concept. In pursuing the award, young people learn by experience the importance of commitment, enterprise, and effort. They discover a great deal about themselves and come to know the enjoyment of working with other people. This year's theme, Youth Engagement for Personal Development and Community Support through the award program, ensures that the award assists young persons in the process of self-improvement, which focuses on building up their own awareness, knowledge, and skills, as well as an overall sense of identity, thus resulting in their willingness to develop and support their community. The Duke of Edinburgh Award has young people at its heart. We are extremely happy and excited that the award can be offered to a new generation of young people in Dominica who will change the community and the country for the better. This morning, we will learn about the achievement of the movement over the past year and our plans for the upcoming year. We are absolutely delighted to have you and welcome you to this, our annual general meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Winston, for your opening remarks and your heartfelt words. I will now call on Mrs. Kerry Ann Remy Timothy, our National Director, to give the report.
Her Excellency, the President, Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Senator Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development, Mr. Reginald Winston, Chairperson of the Duke of Edinburg Award International Dominica, and other executive members, Ms. Merita Hyacin, 2024 National President, Junior Chambers International, Ms. Ceres Andrew, our Master of Ceremony, and our Girl Guide representative on the Duke of Edinburg Award Dominica, leaders and participants, teachers, students, invited guests, media, viewing public. The Duke of Edinburg International Award Dominica is a global non-formal education and learning framework which challenges young people to develop new skills, get physically active, learn about teamwork and leadership, for adventurous journey and volunteering within their community. The program is designed to target young people between the ages of 14 to 25, regardless of location, education, race, religion, physical mobility, or financial resources. The award framework can support and thrive in a multitude of different environments, as it can be formatted to fit the needs of each individual participant. Since it launched over 60 years ago, millions of young people have participated and received awards, with millions more benefiting from the impact in communities around the world. The award is divided into 3 levels: bronze, silver, and gold, and comprises of 4 sections: service, skills, physical, recreation, and the adventurous journey, with an additional section that the residential project at the gold level only. The focus of the service section is about giving back to the community and offers an opportunity to engage in making a difference and gaining an understanding of one's role within the immediate and global community. The skills section allows a participant to explore, discover, and pursue any undertaking that will contribute to personal growth and development based on their particular interests. The award has been present in Dominica since 1968 and has a prestigious history throughout its existence. Although it has periodically suffered through period of dormancy, the award in Dominica has faced economic hardship for many years, as fundraising effort has proven insufficient to fund the required finances for implementing the program. Additionally, the need for willing volunteers to assist in the implementation and continuity of the program is a great challenge. Over the years, a few individuals with the award at heart continue to have periodical meetings and sought to work on establishing the program in its previous prominency. The Rosa Essential Life Skills chapter was the last fully active chapter from 2008 to 2017. The chapter also played a prominent role in the reactivation of the Kalinago Territory chapter, which was active from 2009 to 2015. The award was impacted by Hurricane Maria in 2017, and when momentum was regained in 2019, was further affected by the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. In December 2021, an AGM was held with the installation of a new executive. Currently, the National Executive is committed to reviving the award across the island, and this has proven very challenging, trying to navigate post-COVID amidst new and different challenges. However, the program has commenced outreach with 6 secondary schools, the Cadet Corps, and other uniform groups, including the Scouts and Girl Guides. At present, there are 4 established community-based chapters: Piditsufouye, Roseau, Woodford Hill, and Grand Forks. Since November 2021, the award has been implementing the RISE project, Reaping Independence for School, Social Service Organization, and Entrepreneurs. The project aimed to benefit 150 young people during a 3-year period, 2022 to 2025, through their active participation at 3 levels of the award. The project was awarded by the Duke of Edinburgh International Foundation Free Grant Project, which is a special project to improve the reach, access, and impact of the award. The activities under the project involve training of new leaders and volunteers, growing the reach of the award, and establishing chapters to implement the award program. Under this project, the award was able to purchase new campaign and needed expedition gears, facilitate self-development sessions, and implement fun and adventurous activity for young persons. For the past year, and by extension, its 2-year tenure, the executive has undertaken a number of activities and increased the visibility of the award in Dominica. This includes local summer expedition experiences, swimming classes, community volunteerism activity. During the year 2023, the executive held a multimedia development camp from the 12th to the 14th of April. Young people were exposed to sessions such as tips for safe and responsible use of social media, tips for videography, tips in photography, introduction to drone technology in photography and videography, protocol and etiquette. The second annual New Experience Summer was launched. The campaign included a snorkeling activity which targeted all chapters, a grade 6 exploration camp targeting 9 to 12-year-olds, and a culinary and development camp which targeted 13 to 17-year-olds. The award has a packed calendar for 2024. Its first annual National Extreme Hunt Challenge will take place on Saturday, the 6th of July, 2024. This adventurous treasure hunt will engage teams of teens between the ages of 13 to 20 to be part of an activity which will enable treasures to be won, places to be discovered, adventure to be experienced. Its purpose are to enhance young people's knowledge of the various historical and natural sites located around Dominica, to develop a positive attitude towards clean and youth entertainment, to bring treasure hunting to a whole new level. The executive will embark on a pre-Caribbean Awards Sub-Regional Council CAS in August. Young people will participate in an adventure expedition in St. Lucia. An award pinning ceremony towards the end of the year will see young persons who have qualified for the Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Leaders Award pinned by our extreme patron, Her Excellency, Ms. Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica. We are indeed honored that she has accepted our invitation to be our patron and be at our AGM this morning. Moving forward, the award hopes to receive commitment from local high schools to initiate the program, further developing its relationship with service clubs and community-based groups, and its continued partnership with the Youth Development Division and the Ministry of Youth, who continued its provision of an annual subvention to the award. In conclusion, to quote Archbishop Desmond Tutu, South African Anglican bishop and human rights activist, do your little bit of good where you are. It is those bits of good put together that overwhelms the world. Our theme builds on the quote, calling young people to develop themselves through the award and captivate community for the support of the program.
Thank you, Ms. Remy, for sharing the report of the Duke of Edinburgh Award. Now I will call on we have a few performers at the back, so I'll call on them to give us, to display their performance this morning.
Wow, excellent, excellent performance there. I am certain the President, Her Excellency, is pleased with what she saw and impressed. We are getting ready for another performance. By the way, you are listening and watching the Duke of Edinburgh, Duke of Edinburgh's International Awards here at the PSU Center in Roseau, under the distinguished patronage of Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton. Honorable S. Oscar George is also in attendance, and other members of the DYBT. Another beautiful performance, and it's nothing cultural from Dominica's end, but of course it has that international cultural aspects of it being displayed here. Wow, this is amazing. If you watch this on our Facebook page live as it happens, you will understand what I'm talking about. This is performance, one of the performance, of course, we will see on television, those of us who watch the BBC and other Scottish performances. Wow, this was excellent. What a sight to behold here this morning, which many more people were here. But you can always go back to our Facebook page and watch it live on our Facebook page. We are broadcasting from PSU Center in Roseau, Dominica, the Duke of Edinburgh International Awards ceremony at the PSU. This looks like a third performance before we get into the address by the official.
Good day, everyone. We are Y2 Cirque. It's a combination of Y2 Kubali and Cirque, the French for circus. We have been operating for about 2 years in the botanical gardens, performing, training, and educating young kids in the way of circus arts. It's been a real journey, a really fun one, and we've been delighted to be able to perform at the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School, the Goodwill Primary School, Jungle Bay, among many other institutions. We hope to continue doing our wonderful work and providing a little different form of entertainment on the island, and I truly hope that it will be blossoming into something great over the next few years to come. So thank you for having us, and I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, Y2 Cirque, for such an amazing performance. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Now I'm going to welcome our featured speaker, Miss Marita Hyacinth, sorry, our 2024 National President and Junior Chambers of Junior Chambers International. Miss Marita Hyacinth's journey is a fascinating tale of dedication, versatility, and leadership. Starting as a history and information technology teacher at the Wesley High School, Marita developed a strong foundation in education and social media management, spanning a decade from 2011 to 2021. Her passion for history and education led her to the Ministry of Education, where she is currently the Senior Programs Officer. Marita's academic background is equally impressive, with a Bachelor's of Arts in Social Studies and a minor in history from Andrews University, supplemented by postgraduate certifications in curriculum heritage and climate resilience from prestige institutions like the University of Florence and the University of the West Indies. Additionally, Marita ventured into the arts of marketing as a consultant, graphics designer, and actress in New Dimension Theatre since 2007. Her skills in drama, stage management, and historical research has made her a multifaceted professional, contributing to her roles in various cultural and educational projects. Her leadership extends beyond her professional career. Marita serves as the president of JCI Dominica, showcasing her organizational and leadership skills. Her journey culminates in her becoming the 2024 JCI West Indies National President, a role that signifies her commitment to community service, leadership, and the empowerment of young people across the Caribbean. Please welcome Ms. Marita with a round of applause.
Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Senator Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports and Community Development, Mr. Reginald Winston, Chairperson of the Duke of Edinburg Award, International Award Dominica, and other executive members. Ms. Carrie-Ann Remy Timothy, National Director of the Duke of Edinburgh International Award, Dominica. Ms. Cherise Andrew, Master of Ceremony, Girl Guide Representative of Duke of Edinburgh International Award, Dominica Executive. Leaders and participants from the Roseau, Petite Savane, Petite Soufrière, Grand Fort chapter, teachers and students, invited guests, media, viewing public, good morning. I would like to also echo the sentiments of our host in extending commendations to the performers a while ago. They are truly talented and skilled. I couldn't do any of what they did there. If I were to, I'll have injured everybody sitting here this morning. So let's give them a round of applause. Another thing, it would be remiss of me not to actually speak about the amount of young men I see sitting here today. And I want to commend the Duke of Edinburgh Award for not just sitting and saying, where is our men, but actually doing something so that they can attract the young men so that they could actually provide a better future for Dominica. So let's give a round of applause for the Duke of Edinburgh International Award. So, my 5 minutes, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, young minds and architects of today for our tomorrow. It's an immense honor to stand before you to share insights and motivations that I hope will resonate with each of you. Today, I'm here to speak about the God-given power we hold within us to make a significant impact, to make service our passion, and to change our communities and the world for a better future. We stand at a crossroads where the echo of history meets the promise of the future. And I want you to think back with me to 1956, a year that witnessed the Alabama bus boycott, a time when women, youth, and minorities strive for a voice amidst adversity. Amidst such upheaval, the Duke of Edinburgh International Award was born, not just as a program, but as a beacon of hope, guiding young people like yourselves to find their purpose, their place, and a passion in a turbulent world. I want you to take back with me some years before, around World War I, where the echoes of conflict and change, Junior Chamber International, the organization which I represent today, was conceived. Originally, it started as a dance club for men, and it has evolved today into a global network of young leaders, driving change and creating impact in our communities worldwide. Now I want you to imagine with me a world where everyone, teenagers, adults, appreciate that they have what they have, no matter how small, understanding that the true measure of wealth is not in the abundance of possession, but in the richness of our souls. They will be living daily with the question in their heads, how can you be trusted with plenty if you cannot appreciate the little that you have? This question isn't just something that is rhetorical. It's a call to action, a reminder that a life of service and a growth mindset are the cornerstones upon which we build a fulfilling existence. So the essence of Junior Chamber International, or CREED, resonates with the philosophy advocating that service to humanity is the best work of life. Our CREED aligns with the vision of Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, which empowers young people across the globe, regardless of your background, to embark on a journey of self-discovery and community engagement. The Duke of Edinburgh International Award targets youth from 14 to 24, am I right? Right. And JCI attracts youth from 18 to 40. So investing in that age range from 14 to 40 through programs like the Duke of Edinburg Award and JCI is crucial for nurturing a generation of leaders equipped with a service and a growth mindset. This investment lays the foundation for creating a more inclusive world by engaging young individuals like yourselves during the formative years, a period when most are receptive to learning and professional development. Both of our programs foster leadership skills, encourage community service, and promote continuous growth, ensuring that the participants are not only prepared to lead, but are prepared to inspire and contribute positively to the society. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we believe in both of our organizations is just what I've just said: to foster our youth to establish leadership skills, encourage community service, promote continuous growth, and to prepare leaders for a future that all of us can thrive in. This journey isn't merely about personal achievement. It's about making a significant impact in our communities, driving positive change, and shaping a future where everyone can thrive. My favorite writer happens to be John C. Maxwell. And I encourage you, if you like to read his books, or go on YouTube, and then you have the audio books. You can listen to it. John C. Maxwell. And he states, growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow will get better. Isn't that a profound statement? Repeat it with me. Growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow will get better. So this means that we have to continuously grow, take up, and also continue to provide developmental opportunities for our young people and for ourselves. Our organizations champion this ideal, nurturing leaders, and I see many of them there, leaders, thinkers, innovators for tomorrow, performers, entertainers. But why stop at individual growth? Envision the transformative power of integrating these development programs into our school system, creating a fabric of society that values and promotes continuous learning and societal contributions. Groups should not have to wait on policymakers and see it as a moral right to incorporate emotional intelligence, community activism, and service themes into the activities of the organization. Take up the mantle in shaping and growing our leaders for tomorrow. This generation we see sitting here are often maligned, and they stand on the shoulders of the past, facing unique challenges and opportunities. I personally believe that the worst generation would have been the ones who have created the guns, the bombs, and the drugs that we see today. And they may have created the means for destruction, but we today have the potential to build bridges to build a better future. We are here to empower and to inspire our youth, who are not just tomorrow's leaders, but they are today's change makers. How many of you know about Nipsey Hussle? Right. Before his death, he stated, the highest human act is to inspire. Let us live by these words, inspiring and be inspired, carving new paths, dismantling ageism, and giving our youth the chances they rightfully deserve. I said I would not be long. So in closing, young people, you always hear this. The time for action is now. We must embrace this moment, unswayed by those who judge based on age and experience. Don't be fooled. Challenges will arise, I can tell you. But the training and the experiences that you have received from the Duke of Edinburg International Award will equip you to not adopt a victim mentality. Do not be merely complainers who point out the faults and negatives. Instead, be solution-oriented individuals. Seek to find answers and create positive change in every situation that you encounter. I call on you today to move forward with purpose, passion, and a steadfast commitment to service and a more inclusive and equitable world. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Be world ready. Embrace each challenge as an opportunity to grow, to lead, and to inspire for a better future for ourselves and the generations to come. Again, I say, be world ready. I thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hyacinth, for your encouraging words. I wanted to echo a beautiful phrase you mentioned, so to install in the young people's mind today that growth is, how did you say it? When you continue to grow, it will ensure a better tomorrow. I didn't say it verbatimly, but you get the gist of it. I will now welcome our Senator Oscar George, Minister of State, Minister of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development, to share some of his words.
Thank you very much. I would like to first recognize within our mix Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Mr. Reginald Winston, our Chairperson of the awards, Ms. Carrie-Ann Remy, Timothy, National Director, Ms. Merita Hyacinth, who gave such a wonderful feature remarks. And I must say that I was sitting here and I was really impressed with the way you delivered this address. And I think, seeing that there are so many young men here, my hope is that you take note of every single thing said by Ms. Hyacinth. It's very pertinent in your personal development. I encourage you to take note of what she said. I also want to recognize our MC, Ms. Andrew, leaders and participants, teachers, students, invited guests, the media, viewing public. Good morning to all of you. The truth is, I was not expected to be here this morning. I actually had 3 other engagements at the same time, 10 a.m. And when I was told about this engagement, I think it's more important. I just hope that the others are not hearing me. Basketball and tennis, I believe. But I think I made the right choice to be here. Thank you for having me. I am indeed honored and pleased to present remarks at this very important gathering here today. I bring you greetings from the ministry responsible for youth, and in particular, my colleague, Honorable Greta Roberts, who unfortunately could not join us today. But in her own words, and I quote, "I am very proud of the Duke of Edinburgh Award and the impact it is having on the young people around Dominica." That is exact words she said to me when discussing this ceremony today. So it's against this backdrop that I want to start by really congratulating the awards, and in particular our national chairman and the executive on the efforts at ensuring the sustainability of the award scheme. Mr. Chairman, I say to you, well done. I know these are not easy schemes to operate. We are aware of all the challenges that are happening in the environment. And of course, when you're dealing with young people, it's a very dynamic environment. And we have to ensure that we keep abreast with all the changes. But I assure you that You're doing a good job, and I ask that you keep up doing the good work. However, I want to also mention to you that serving or leading is about putting people first. And in this case, it's about putting the young men and women of Dominica first. It's about having the patience to hear their perspectives, sitting with them and tailoring solutions that meet their needs and expectations. I have no doubt that this award has what it takes to deliver on this mandate. I remind you, however, that success of the award will depend on how well you work as a team and support each other. So please, I urge all of you to work together and be your brothers and sisters' keeper. One of the most important components of development is investing in a country's human capital. And importantly, human capital is not only about formal education or universities or scholarships or seminars. It's also about improving your employability, developing your life skills, promoting prosperity, resilience, and helping the most vulnerable. These have direct positive financial and non-financial impacts on people. In other words, these forms of non-formal education are critical components of youth development. The Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, which I refer to as the award going forward, prides itself on facilitating a framework based on non-formal education which supports young people to find their purpose, their place and passion in the world, all while working towards a globally recognized accreditation. The reality is that in this new, more sophisticated environment, there are numerous opportunities that our young people can maximize on. At the same token, this new sophistication means that young people may also be faced with many obstacles in the pursuit of their dreams and passions. And this is why this award is so very critical for our youth. Through the program, each young person becomes part of something special by developing their individual interests, universal skills, and life ambitions. The award is intended to help both the young as well as those who are concerned for youth welfare. But importantly, the youth are in charge of making the changes that matter and maintaining cultures that positively impact our communities. And this is why the ministry responsible for youth fully endorses the awards and really applaud the work being done by the executive. The objective of the awards is consistent with that of the government of Dominica, empowering the youth to develop soft or universal skills such as adaptability, creativity, problem solving, decision making, and effective communication. This will lead to a positive change in the environment. The ministry continues to advocate for greater inclusion of young people in our decision making. So it's important to develop your life skills, but what we also want is that when policymakers, especially at the cabinet level, seek to make decisions, we want to hear what you have to say. We want your voice included in our decision-making processes, and that's important for us because, as the saying goes, you're the future, you're future leaders and future advisors. So we have endorsed youth-led initiatives such as the U Report, and of course the Youth Empowerment Strategy, which has been developed by the OECS Youth Advisory Network. This is a group of young persons across the OECS. We have membership from Dominica on this committee. And what they have done, and to be clear, just last week we had this OECS Youth Ministers meeting in St. Lucia, and one of the mandates is that we go out in a strategic way and hear from the young persons and then take that and bring it back to our cabinets. And this is what we're doing or seeking to do across the region. So I ask of the awards to commit to work with the young people, not just in Dominica, but across the region, and by extension. The continued success of the award will depend greatly on how effectively it can encourage youth participation and create successful partnerships with other organizations. I also believe that it's important to promote opportunities in Dominica. The government is doing many things that attract and target young people. For instance, we have a program where we spend $75 million on developing digital skills, entrepreneurship, exposure in sports at different stages and levels, it's important that the awards can assist in connecting young people to these opportunities. I think that's important for us, and I see a lot of young men here that may have good potential in sports. So I am appealing to the awards that find a way or mechanism that they can connect all these young guys to something being offered by the government. As we strive forward, I urge young people in Dominica to practice creativity, take initiative, and develop a spirit of adventure to create their own opportunities while positively impacting others. And I thank you very much for the invitation to be here today, and I look forward to a long-lasting relationship between the government, for the ministry, and the awards. Thank you.
Thank you for your remarks, Mr. Senator. I will now invite Mrs. Carrie Ann Remy to distribute the tokens.
Okay, good morning again. We're about to close our ceremony, and we are really happy to have those persons we have with us this morning. And we just want to say we really appreciate them being there, and we want to share some tokens of appreciation. First, we will have Mr. Jael Eli, who's going to present the president with a bouquet. We're really happy that the president has come forward and taken the challenge as a Dukas to be our patron. So the president, Her Excellency, is basically our head Dukas. And we're happy that Jael is going to hand her the bouquet. Jael is from the Pilisufria chapter. And now we have Ms. Hannah Leta from the Roseau chapter to hand the fruit basket to Senator Oscar George. We're happy that Senator George chose us. We're truly grateful he chose us this morning. And our final token is presented to Ms. Hyacin, Marita Hyacin. I wrote her, she said yes, and she delivered very inspirational remarks. I'm really happy that she was here with us this morning. And the Johnson Newton of the Pilisufria chapter will extend our appreciation. But before we end, we have another special appreciation we want to extend to Her Excellency, and that comes from the Secretary General of the Duke of Edinburg International Foundation. So that's the head office, and it reads, Her Excellency President Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Your Excellency, as the Secretary General on behalf of the Duke of Edinburg International Award Foundation, I would like to extend the warmest of greetings to you, and I wish you all the best in leading the Commonwealth of Dominica. I would personally like to thank you for taking on the patronage of the Duke of Edinburg International Award Dominica. Patronage from a president extremely valued, and you are excellent company with the President of Bulgaria, Gambia, Ghana, Guyana, Kenya, Malta, Mauritius, South Africa, and Zambia, also providing patronage for the award around the world. For over the 60 years, the award has been helping young people transform the lives of their lives and their community. We empower young people to develop universal skills such as resilience, creativity, problem solving, and communication. Developing those skills support the achievement of long-term positive life outcomes, including educational attainment, employment, and positive mental health. The award currently operates in over 130 countries and territories across the world, and we are proud that Dominica is one of them. The award has been operating in Dominica since 1966. In this time, it has experienced levels of activity and dormancy over the decade, most recently following the catastrophic Hurricane Maria in 2017. However, the award and its people are always resilient. Under the continued leadership of Mrs. Delia Giddens Stedman and Mrs. Kerry and Remy Timothy, working for the Youth Development Division, the award in the Dominica received a 3-year grant from the Duke of Edinburgh International Foundation to reignite the award. Today, over half of the young people participating in Dominica are considered to be at risk or marginalized background. We hope that this is the start of renewed activeness and that many more young people will benefit from the participating in the coming years. We are honored that you have accepted the role of the patron of the award in Dominica and hope that your engagement will inspire more young people to discover the purpose, place, and passion. Martin Hontong Brown, Secretary General. So we have framed our letter and we're going to ask the chairman to hand it over to the Excellency.
I will now call on Linda Gonzalez-Pelte, our Deputy Chair, to give the closing remarks.
Good morning. Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Mr. Reginald Winston, Chairperson, Duke of Edinburgh Award Dominica, and other executive members. Mrs. Kerry and Remy Timothy, National Director, Duke of Edinburgh Award Dominica. Ms. Marita Hyacinth, 2024 National President, Junior Chambers International, featured speaker. Ms. Sherez Andrew, Master of Ceremony, Girl Guides Representative on Duke of Edinburgh Award Dominica Executive. Leaders and participants, Rosu, Petit Soufriere, Grand 4 Chapter, teachers and students, invited guests, media, viewing public. It is indeed a privilege for me to stand here today, express my most sincere thanks to all the people whose effort and hard work made it possible for this event to successfully take place. Mrs. Kerry and Remy Timothy, Mrs. Delia Giddens Stedman, Ms. Lilia Durand, whose faultless effort and support has resulted in this successful award ceremony. We must express appreciation as well to our chairperson and executive for contribution of their time and skills to the award. Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, our patron, we are extremely honored that you have taken up the challenges as a true Duchess to be part of the award family, and your presence here today shows your commitment to us. Ms. Marita Hyacinth, featured speaker, thanks for sharing your experience and journey. Your words of wisdom will remain with us. Mr. Reginald Winston, Chairperson, Duke of Edinburgh Award Dominica, for your welcome remarks. Mr. Janssen Hillier, Administrative Coordinator of YT Cricket DM, and the performers for your wonderful display of talent. Ms. Leah Liverpool, Member, Rosa Chapter, for delivering the prayer. Ms. Sherez Andrew, Master of Ceremony, Girl Guides Representative on the Duke of Edinburgh Award Dominica Executive. Great job as the MC to this AGM. Media houses, time is so precious. Thanks for your generosity. Invited guests, executive members, well-wishers, prospective members, your presence was truly appreciated. We would also like to recognize the support of the Chief Youth Development Officer, Mr. John Roach, who could not make it here today with us, and staff of the Youth Division, parents and guardians, and last but not least, the power of the Almighty. Also, Mr. Senator, thank you for being here and representing Ms. Roberts. our achievements would have little significance. The spirit of the Youth Award encourages us to always perform our best, and as we move forward in our endeavors, let us look back with pride on this most noble accomplishment as nearly a step on our journey to becoming better persons within the organization and indeed our society. Our gratitude also extends to the various adult leaders who have worked to prepare the young people along this journey of self-discovery and have assisted in the continued development of the Duke of Edinburg Award Dominica and as a development program for future leaders. We look forward to continue support and patronage of the general public and conclude by saying thank you to all.
And that concludes our broadcast here for this morning at the Public Service Union Building on Valley Road, Roseau. The Duke of Edinburg Awards, the Duke of Edinburg International Awards is here at the PSU Youth Engagement for Personal Development and Community Support through the award program. Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton will seems like will make her way out of here and will be escorted as soonest. But there is another part to this program this morning. I should inform us. They are now taking a break for business sessions, which will look at a call for nominations. Mrs. Kerry and Remy Timothy, the national director, will do that. Then we have the election of executive members, Mrs. Delia Gideon Stedman, immediate past the national director. Then there is the award of business, a part of the program, followed by the vote of thanks, and that will bring the curtains down sometime this afternoon at about 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Honorable Oscar George, representing the government of Dominica. Her Excellency, of course, as we said, Sylvanie Burton at the head table, and will engage with the officials of the DYBT as they converse and look at the way forward. She's now conversing with Merita Hyacinth, who gave well-presented speech, short, but of course the message will stay with us. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned to Kyrie FM, the genuine sound of Dominica. And we get ready to take you back to Master Control. Thanks to our technician, our head technician, that's Mr. Olive, Mosiah Olive, and our good friend here, Kenneth Clifton, giving us excellent quality on this beautiful Saturday. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.